Can you imagine a world without central banks? Would such a world be chaotic? Or could it be the key to our economic liberation? Now ponder this. Could Bitcoin, a decentralized digital currency, be the solution to the economic woes we face today? These are the radical views of Javier Milei, Argentina's newly elected president, a man who has risen to power with a pro-Bitcoin and anti-central bank agenda. Javier Milei is no ordinary politician. As a prominent economist, he has made his mark by challenging the status quo. His rise to power has been marked by his critique of central banks and his unwavering support for Bitcoin. His victory is a reflection of a political shift, influenced by the country's ongoing inflation crisis and a growing disillusionment with traditional economic systems. Milei's critique of central banks comes from a place of deep economic understanding. He views central banks as tools for politicians to impose what he terms an inflationary tax on citizens. He sees them as enablers of hidden inflation taxes, a concept that gains particular relevance in high inflation economies like Argentina, where the flaws of central banking are magnified. Now let's turn our attention to Bitcoin. Milei sees this digital currency not just as a monetary revolution, but as a return to the roots of money. He views Bitcoin as a countermeasure to the inflationary practices of central banks, offering a solution by privatizing money and returning control to the private sector, its original creator. Milei's radical views don't stop there. He proposes the elimination of central banks entirely. He envisions a world where decentralized finance reigns supreme, where the Argentine peso is replaced with the US dollar, and where Bitcoin is recognized not only as a legal tender but also as a reserve asset. These views, while radical, have resonated with many, leading to his election as Argentina's president. There are critics, of course, who question his past association with traditional finance and raise concerns over his views on social issues. Yet, there's no denying the impact his presidency could have on the future of Bitcoin and the role of central banks. The question now is, could Milei's vision for a Bitcoin-centric economy be the key to economic freedom and stability? Could his critique of central banks and his support for Bitcoin reshape global finance? Only time will tell. For now, the world watches as Argentina steps into uncharted territory, with a leader who dares to challenge the economic norms and envisions a future where Bitcoin reigns supreme.